In June of 1999, my mom Mina made one of the most important trips of her life. Her greatest mentor, teacher, and a friend for over 13 years, Michio Kushi, was honored by the United States Congress and the Smithsonian Institution for his work in macrobiotics over the last 50 years. His teachings have enriched American life and culture, and my mom was proud to say, I was there.
The Congress of the United States is recognizing the work of Michio Kushi, that at this moment, in this place and time where the world is so sorely beset, that hope is alive, that the possibility for transformation is here every moment, and we thank you, Michio and Aveline, for making that possible and showing us it works. On behalf of the Congress, I'll present this right now. Thank you.
Mina is a wonderful person, and as well as the Dobic family.
And Mina helped out by getting the first fundraiser going, and she's a great example of the power of the history of macrobiotics.
I mean, she is a superb humanitarian. She's a person that touches your heart within 30 seconds of meeting her.
The day that I met Mina, I felt as though I had known her my whole life.
She was my best teacher.
As a result of Mina and Mina's help, I'm a lot, not only healthier, but a lot happier person.
Oh, this is a special moment in my life. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I Minu poznajem još od svojeg ranog detinjstva. Bili smo dobri prijatelji. Evo ovuda kuda prolazimo, tu je nekada bila stara škola.
There is a little town by the river in the south of Europe, in a small region of former Yugoslavia. The land here is known to be as rich as gold, as pure as soul, and the people that live here are shining with kindness and warmth. This little place by the river, called Elimir, is where my mom was born. My mom grew up in a big family full of love and joy. She fell in love with my father, and together they started to raise the family. Both my parents pursued careers, and my mother followed her passion for education and media. She became a successful radio and television personality and was admired and respected by co-workers, friends, and family.
I was 41-year-old. All swollen and, a lot of meat, sugar, pastries with yeast. And one day I collapsed and I wake up, I was in a hospital.
After surgery, actually, the surgeon, general surgeon, asked me to come in his office, and he asked me, I'm sorry, Mr. Dobic, how many children you have? I said, 2. He said, I'm so sorry, but your wife has only 2 months to live. In that moment, I collapsed, and I don't remember very well what's happened.
I found out that she was at the hospital. I would take my pillow, my blanket, and I would go and I would lay in front of the front door waiting for her to get home from the hospital. And my dad would come up to me and be like, come on, honey, it's time to go up to bed, Mommy's going to be back soon. And I was like, no, I want to lay here until she comes back. I want to wait for her in front of the door. I couldn't imagine my life without her. It was, it'd be very, very empty. What gave my mother hope? I definitely think it was my brother and I.
I came to this country 12 and a half years ago. That was my first visit to the United States. I came as a terminally ill person. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, what spread in my lymph system. My friends collect the money, they get the tickets. I came to the United States, to Boston, at the Kushi Institute when I met Michio Kushi. Michio Kushi accepted. He knew about diet in my country, and he accepted my story that I think my life was stressful. But then very slowly, at the end of 1-hour consultations, he told me, that actually food was causing that stress. In 3 months, I lost 59 pounds, and I got energy what I never had before. John, would be great if
Today, we live in California, where my mom counsels people interested in improving their health and patients who have been diagnosed with terminal illness. She draws her knowledge from macrobiotics and her own life experience to help people heal themselves.
What makes me the most happy is, like this morning, when a woman called and she said, Mina, I have great news, my tumor is shrinking. And I'm so happy, and I knew this is going to work.
When the metastasis was found in my L2 vertebra, the doctor told me that there was nothing they could do for me, that I was going to die. My friend told me where Mina Dobic was. I said, this is what I'm going to do. This was my most recent annual exam from my MD. Cholesterol was 150. Here it was 145. This is a little earlier. Prostate-specific antigen, 0.0. And I'm supposed to have died of metastasized prostate cancer. And what do? I don't do anything special. I do the macrobiotic diet. My food is my medicine.
I had a consultation with her about a month after I had started doing macrobiotics on my own, which was great because I wasn't doing it properly on my own. I thought I was. I'd been reading. But her consultation was amazing. It blew my mind.
Being an athlete, I had tried a lot of different diets, and I just kind of intuitively knew something wasn't right. Just by looking at me, Mina was able to tell that I ate a diet, you know, really high in animal proteins, and then I suffered from low energy.
She looked at my hands, did like this, you know how she does? Looked in my eye, made me look this way and that way, touched my ears, and said, you had a panic attack when you were about 22 and you couldn't breathe. And I just said, how did you know? And she said, you had kidney disease as a small child and you had bladder disease with complications, and that's exactly what I had.
Encouraged by meeting with Mina and what I read in the book, I went to see my doctor and told him that I am going to keep my breast.
The benefits I'm getting from being macrobiotic are that I have a fabulous weight and it never changes. I don't ever have to diet.
Make the choice and the decision for life before you're forced to. Don't wait until you've been diagnosed with some quote-unquote terminal or debilitating illness.
You're only changing your diet. You're eating this, not eating that.
If you cut your finger, then we will have a little more protein.
My mom shares macrobiotic teachings through cooking classes, lectures, and consulting with world-renowned chefs, such as those from the Ritz-Carlton hotels.
Gourmet food. Just marvelous.
Is it strong?
And so healthy.
This is excellent. And I'm getting healthy too. That's the best part.
Everyone asks me, say, how do you stay, you know, you're a chef, you're not big. I say, I eat healthy, you know, so the macrobiotics is a perfect way to do that.
It tastes like Caesar salad with Parmesan cheese.
To know that Mina is there, it's like a security pillow, if you want to.
I'm very excited about my life. My life is beautiful in every way.
The process of healing I've been learning, but I can tell you I never had fear that I am not going to get well.
If I feel this great now after 6 months,